have not played a bad series all season on LAN, all year on LAN, and I don't expect that to change.
I was going to say the difference between Gentlemates online and on LAN is something that will be studied by future generations, and Chiefs are going to have to try and navigate that as they go. There's certainly a baptism of fire en route with Jorius. I'm incredibly curious how he's going to look. Will he stand out as being noticeably better, this sort of, you know, the big European hope coming to Oceania? Will he slot in with the teammates? I've got no idea, Johnny.
I mean, I'm hoping that it goes well, because it would be so interesting to see him continue this journey that he's on, just going around the world and collecting stamps on his passport, competing in different regions, going from Europe to North America now, joining OCE, and that's a bit of a dodgy looking start for Gentlemates before they get things right back under control with an infield pass. But yeah, all eyes on Jorius here on the pitch as we see how he's going to look in his debut for Chiefs Esports.
Speak for yourself, mate. I'm curious how much rage Seiko has bottled up after that interview of CJ, whether he'll be going for the triple flip resets to try and show off. But yeah, we are going to have to wait and see as this one goes on. It's Chiefs that have some early defending to do over there in the orange. But Kaka does get control of the ball, wants to put this one into the center. In comes Hunter. And a few infield passes for them, a couple of half opportunities early doors. I think they would have taken this opening 45 seconds.
Yeah, you know, 0-0 against Gentlemates is a good score for Chiefs at any point in this series, as you know, they are going to be looking to just try and play this one close to start things off. They've been on LAN before. They know what it is like to play against some of the best teams in the world. So this is not new to them. Well, that doesn't make it any easier. Gentlemates knocking the door there. Itachi just forced wide after trying to 50 it through that near post. This is where Gentlemates do their best work, just boxing the opponents in. Denying clears, intercepted, passes. But Chiefs have survived again. Can't get the ball out of their half though. This is another early interception after another. And now here they go. Kaka, past one. Is any follow-up going to be there? Kaka went himself. Juicy denied him.
Hunter's got a turbo, a chance up against Juicy, who was slightly too quick for him, and early touch for Jorius, an early shot for Jorius, being quite quiet so far in the opening minute and a half. Yet to see him really spring to life, a player who certainly can do that, but so far it's his teammates having attempt after attempt. Jorius there is bypassed by Seiko. Hunter has to do a half up in the corner, actually did well by it, and Jorius sports to save him. That caused all sorts of confusion, and Kaka and Hunter, they're still together, the pair of them in tandem.
Well, I'm not sure about that play. Now it's going to be extremely difficult for Jorius at the other end, but is he going to survive? No, he can't. It's a perfect play by Gentlemates, punishing the mistake by Chiefs. Seiko up to Juicy, who hits it close enough to the goal that Jorius has to commit. And then it's back to Seiko for the finish.
It's tough because it's already going to be slightly chaotic seeing Jorius join this Chiefs roster. When he's spawning in front of them, making them panic and go for a jaunt around the pitch holding hands, that gets even more complicated. But Chiefs are going to have to shake that one off. They might do that now with Kaka coming in for the shot. And drop against Seiko. Itachi should put this one to the side safely. Kaka takes out an opponent. Juicy's out the game for a second. But Seiko is way too clean with it and gets it back to the Chiefs' half.
I mean, yeah, definitely an unforced error for Chiefs to give Gentlemates the opening goal. That's something they cannot afford to make. I mean, obviously they've got to take risks in this matchup. They are extreme underdogs, but I don't think double committing on a completely free ball and team bumping qualifies as an acceptable risk for me. But here's a good chance for Chiefs. Hunter, flip reset, top ins. Oh, Juicy's there to save it, but what a shot by Hunter.
They're certainly asking some questions, the Gentlemates. A couple of opportunities for solo plays for Chiefs ESC. Can they get that follow-up that they need? Itachi gets this one towards Juicy down the other end. Kaka has to try and squeeze that one away. Can't do it, and it's two.
Yeah, the slot there by Juicy. As Itachi perfectly passes it off to him. I mean, the two of them didn't have any boost, but it didn't matter. They're able to pass perfectly, shoot perfectly. It's all about placement there for Gentlemates. 2-0. It's looking like a pretty routine game for them at the moment. No problems coming out of Chiefs, and really Jorius has been quiet.
I mean, something Gentlemates will always be is patient. They won't be coming out trying to, you know, for all our jokes about Seiko and CJ trying to overpower their opponents. More than happy to ease their way into the game, take their time. They know that chances and shots will come up, but here comes Jorius to finally open his account, perhaps. Saved again by Gentlemates. On the goal line there, defending has been impeccable. Itachi has to get this one away and does. And Gentlemates are just showing that when they are reduced to their last line of defense, they're still not going to panic.
You know, one piece of good news for Jorius in particular is that he is no longer blinded by his own hair. I remember that the last time he had long hair, You couldn't see his eyes on the player cam down in the bottom left there. Now you can. He's gone for a different hairstyle. Got to be better for his direct in real life vision there. The real life camera settings are going to be much easier to see through.
When Zen cut his hair, it didn't go too well for him at the start, so it doesn't always play out like that. I'm curious what's going to happen when Daniel eventually cuts his own hair. So,
oh no, don't suggest that.
Future to consider. Who knows? It may happen one day. Fairy Peak did it too. You know,
but it's growing back though. I mean, Jory's here and making a comeback here, as you'd expect it to at his age. But this is about the only comeback they're going to get in this game, unless they can pick things up very quickly. 42 seconds to go, but this might be a chance. Hunter making it awkward for Itachi, who just makes it look easy. Flip reset in defense, 50-50 to follow up. It's just such a great exchange there for Itachi, doing so much with so little.
That's what Itachi does, but here comes Juicy. He's got barely any boost, sets up Seiko. Gentleman's trying to see this one out. Every attack that they take doesn't need to be goal scoring right now. It's just taking more time. Jorius, though, gets something spicy. That's why he's in the team.
Out of nowhere, Jorius pulls out what might be goal of the day. Ceiling pinch from the halfway line. Top corner. That is unbelievable. We're wondering if he's going to show up. Well, there he is. OCE Jorius. Maybe the best version yet.
This game is alive. 20 seconds left, and Chiefs has it from the kickoff. Hunter up against Juicy. Juicy watches it go wide, has the composure, gets it back to the halfway line. Jorius getting more involved now. We said he can strike in an instant. Kaka off the backboard. Jory's going to be up for that one. Hunter's hoping the ball falls to him. Hunter's already up. It's going to go slightly over him. Is it? No, onto the backboard. Cleared away. 1 second remaining. The ball remains up, though. Seiko up against Jorius. Jorius has a full tank of boost, and he gets the flip reset. Kaka's hoping to get a touch. Jorius keeps it up. Will it fall for a Chiefs player? Not quite, but maybe just a warning.
I mean, what a goal by Jorius there to eventually make it quite a respectable scoreline, only 2-1 down. You think that one of those goals was easily preventable if Chiefs had not just needlessly double committed and left Jorius alone in defense. Okay, we might have a series in our hands here. Now, game differential doesn't matter in this format. A win's a win, a loss is a loss. So they do need to win the entire series here if they're going to have any point in a game win. But that'll give Chiefs some confidence. They didn't just go out 2-0, or they didn't just lose game 1 2-0 pitifully. They held on, kept it close enough that when a goal goes in like that, okay, now, game on.
They've proven they can hang. It took them 3 or 4 minutes to really get into it. Gentlemates were pretty comfortable throughout most of that, to be fair. As you can see from the goals coming in right now, not big mechanical outplays, just slowly working their way towards the opponent's goal. And then suddenly, Jorius did his thing. He had the sighter earlier on, and then this one, air rolling all the way to get maximum pace on that pitch at the ceiling. Perfectly into the top corner. You know he scored goals like that in 1v1s before, Johnny. Even better in threes.
I mean, that's just unbelievable. I mean, it wasn't their only good chance of the game. We just saw right before that. Jorius did have another chance that had 2 defenders and Gentlemates scrambling on the goal line. Also, Hunter flip reset to the top corner. That was a great opportunity. They are creating chances to score that look scary for Gentlemates. Gentlemates are going to need to step it up here if they want to 3-0 this one comfortably.
Well, Gentlemates have been taking wins against the very best in the world throughout the start of this season, winning the opening major and only a goal away from the grand finals of the second major in London. It's plays almost like that work out.
Oh, hang on.
Following up, but this could be the counter-attack. Kaka, Seiko spawns well, but Seiko is bypassed.
Yeah, Kaka just kept his composure there. Seiko spawned in the worst possible position, right between him and the goal, but instead of shooting across the goal like Seiko expected him to, Kaka low 50s it to the near post. Brilliant adaptation there by Kaka, not getting downhearted when he realizes his potentially open net is now defended. Just runs it right through.
Chiefs have now scored as many goals as Gentlemates in this series overall with that one there, so more than coming to the boil. Here comes Seiko to the ceiling, so let's boost to play with. Could be an early response for Gentlemates, not on this occasion. Juicy coming in now. I feel like Gentlemates are starting to warm up, playing a bit more expansively, going for more solo plays, but that seems to be exactly what Chiefs want.
Well, this is already looking like a confident Chiefs performance. They do need to recover quickly on these plays. They cannot take too long recovering, leaving players alone in defense, just like they did at the start of game number 1, is how you concede goals against Gentlemates. This team pulls passes out in the final third faster than any other in the world. They exploit those numbers advantages clinically and often.
Kaka sends the ball long. Jorius had no boost. He was just trying to fake towards Itachi that he could do something with that one, but there's a bump there. Expect to see that once or twice from Chiefs. It's understandable if your first series is up against Gentlemates, the former major winners. They do currently have them penned back. Juicy wants to get their second touch, but can't quite do it. And now it's Kaka with Itachi in front of him. Kaka wants to bundle his way through. I mean, Gentlemates are knowing for having a great challenge game, but right now, the Chiefs are getting the better of it on the floor.
Yeah, a couple of misses there for Gentlemates as they yet to get their opening goal in game 2. Chiefs are competitive here. This is brilliant from them. Like you mentioned already, even in goal differential across nearly 7 minutes of gameplay against one of the best teams in the game right now. Here comes Seiko though. It's completely shut down by an early challenge of Jorius. An early challenge is much needed against a mechanical player like Seiko.
Oh, that's a lovely pass though infield. It's a smash towards the top corner from Seiko. And Jorius, after, I think he was the one who got that save, just waits and catches his breath. He sees that Kaka is able to get that one into the center. Hunter waits for Juicy, so Chiefs not rushing out of defense. It's been a criticism of OCE play over the years that they're not happy at all just to sit back when the time is needed. But this version of Chiefs is showing they can do that. Jorius certainly having effect on game style as well as individual gameplay moments. And now he can have a turn and attack. Jorius towards the backboard. Juicy nips in there and beats him though. Suddenly it's 2v1. Juicy is all by himself on the goal. And that one pictured above. Itachi comes in.
Oh, wow.
You'd have put money on him scoring there, but he hasn't.
Yeah, that's usually an automatic goal for Itachi, an automatic goal for Gentlemates as they just clean up those second chances. But not this time. Goes well wide of the target. And that all goes back to what was just a good save by Chiefs as a pinch went into the crossbar and frustrates Gentlemates some more. 2 minutes remaining. They're still completely scoreless and still trailing in game 2.
Huge pressure right now from Gentlemates. And there was a miss earlier on the transition from Hunter when Jorius finally made the big clearance. Not the same mistake this time though. They have managed to get it to blue territory. Seiko just prods it above the goal line. Hunter's waiting to come in. Chiefs are sensing something might be bubbling up for them. Juicy on his own goal line yet again. Seiko, though, can get a touch and get a flip reset into the top corner almost. Jorius clears long. I've been impressed with Chiefs defending so far.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially the early challenges and these Seiko air dribbles in particular. They're forcing Seiko to make that play early. You had to flip reset early there to get past the initial challenge. That just makes it easy for Jorius, who was behind, to collect the ball. Minute and 17 seconds left for Gentlemates as they still look to make something happen. But now here comes Jorius. Ceiling double. Dunk.
Oh,
in
wow.
For 2-0.
Wow, the man is good for some stunners throughout a series. And that one was no different. It had to involve the dunk. And there it is, perfect positioning. Jorius is flying right now for Chiefs Esports.
Just unreal. Nobody saw this coming. We all expected this to be a sweep in the favorite of Gentlemates. We all wondered, would Jorius gel well with the youngsters from OCE? Well, the answer to the first question, looking like a no. The answer to the second one, a resounding yes. I mean, what a squad we have got here. This looks like one of the best teams we've ever seen coming out of OCE if we're just looking on, well, the total game performances we've seen so far, which albeit it is small, I'll admit. Just the 2. Can they hold on now? Gentlemates will press, looking for late goals.
Here's Jorius, the final piece of the OCE puzzle. Haven't made a top 4 since season 4, I believe it was. Such a long time ago now. Maybe even later in the RLCS, but it's been a while, it's fair to say. Here comes Kaka, with Hunter to his left. Kaka gets it almost over the top of Itachi. Gentlemates still on the back foot. They have to send this ball forwards. If Chiefs can get a counter-attack, they could punish even more and improve their goal differential, just for their own sake of confidence. And Kaka's getting in the way of everything. Chiefs defending with so much discipline. Not being outpaced at all by Gentlemates, not being squeezed out of life by them. They will take game 2 and they will do it in some style.
And now the pre-match interview from CJ is ringing in Seiko's ears as he fears yet another defeat at the hands of an OCE 2 seed. But what a game that was for Chiefs. It wasn't just about the goals. It wasn't just about the fact that they won it. It was the manner in which they won it. They weren't just stuck in defense, counter-attacking and, scraping for whatever they could get. That was a back-and-forth game in the midfield where they were the more clinical of the two teams. They were the team who were challenging with the teamwork elements that you need against a squad like Gentlemates. We've seen Gentlemates given just about every team in the world that they've played insane amounts of trouble this year. Did they look past the Chiefs? Did they underestimate them? It did seem like Seiko was extremely confident before the match, and I expect him to be confident, of course, but did they underestimate the quality of the opposition that they're up against in round 1 here.
I mean, I said that it was Season 4 when Chiefs made top 4. It was actually Season 6, but it was a Chiefs roster. This team that has so much history in Rocket League and so much history in the RLCS, been at the forefront of everything OCE over the years. And now finally, with Jorius here, they're looking like they can take on anyone. I just love that dunk. He knew exactly what Seiko was offering. And that is a sad fist bump there between the players. They know that they are in a series right now. This is not going to be simple.
Well, yeah, I think Seiko was expecting Jorius to go for the backboard there, make it a triple tap, but Jorius saw the interception coming, just underdunked him instead. Okay, here we go, game 3. Can Chiefs continue their momentum that they've swung into their favor here? Can they give Gentlemates a true headache, send them the scenic route through the group?
Gentlemates, who have been running so well in RLCS events, but this is brand new territory. This one's not in Europe, which the 2 previous majors have been. Of course, it's in Saudi Arabia. Everything is different now in a separate, separate event, and they are just having to deal with Chiefs.
And they're now all on the score sheet. Kaka opened the floodgates last game, followed by Jorius, who obviously scored in game 1 as well. Now Hunter's on the board, passing play for Chiefs. Gentlemates might be in trouble.
Chiefs are going to keep on pressing, and Jorius is at the heart of everything as well. He got the assist right there. He's coming in now for the back post. Kaka's already up for the pinch. Can he get this touch? He can. Hunter's waiting in the center, hoping Kaka can double up quick. But here comes Seiko, wants the flip reset. Jorius not allowed him to get it, then gets the perfect touch to the side and keeps going with no boost as well. So Jorius in full flow state right now, almost gets that bump. Juicy manages to wriggle his way out of it. Get another touch here, but he has to fake it towards Seiko. Jorius gets the block again.
Yeah, continuing to challenge every single ball. Chiefs do not look outmatched mechanically. They do not look outmatched efficiency-wise. They are matching Gentlemates blow for blow and continue to be the more clinical of the 2 teams in the final third.
Tachi pushes that one to the corner. I mean, we're struggling to see a real path towards the Chiefs' goal. That was almost there, but again, squeezed out in the center. All of these infield passes are being read and blocked by Chiefs players. And it's far from just Jorius, it's all 3 of them. Kaka puts that one forward, might be going over the top of Seiko, nearly. Hunter comes in, gets it towards Jorius. Jorius has so much boost yet again. Whenever we cut to his car, it seems that he's got at least 70 or 80 in the tank. Supreme boost management from him.
Another mid-pass for Hunter to Jorius again. He went for the top left and missed it. Got to scramble back now as Gentlemates counter-attack, but that was another brilliant opportunity for Chiefs. And look at the consistency of their defense. Hunter intercepts Gentlemates play, creates another scoring opportunity at the other end. Like game 2, this is a back-and-forth affair. Gentlemates are not applying the squeeze that we're used to seeing them apply in these sort of matchups. They're not backing Chiefs into their corners, backing them into the net. Chiefs are finding those early challenges, those early interceptions, and turning this into a true end-to-end battle.
Kaka puts the one into the center. Jorius is up for one more, tries to get it towards Hunter. Not quite on that occasion. We may well have a Gentlemates attack if Hunter can be bypassed right here. But again, even though he's beaten, he had a teammate following him up. Kaka helping out Hunter, but they're finally through, but the pass isn't quite there. These infield passes from Gentlemates never landing. They're either inaccurate, as we saw there, or they're blocked, and this time they're saved again. Gentlemates is not working. I feel like they have to go solo. The passes are just not effective against Chiefs.
I mean, they are stretching themselves pretty thin here. Gentlemates using all their boosts on multiple players to make these chances happen, and still they're being denied. This is one of the best debut performances we've seen for a team in some time, and it's Jorius that's making it happen. How about Hunter and Kaka? What a change of tune they've got from no wins internationally to now threatening the former major champions Gentlemates. It's Chiefs knocking at the door, trying to make it 4 straight goals in 2 games.
A massive save, though, from Itachi. Absolutely huge getting that block. If Chiefs score there, the game is lost, perhaps. And Jorius just goes and dunks him.
Jorius spots an opening and completely pre-jumps Seiko. I mean, he is in the zone right now. Complete flow save from Jorius. Read Seiko's mind, and it really is emergency time for Gentlemates. This is not what they expected. Look at them pulling out the kickoff strats as they win it to the side. Chiefs still able to get some kind of control here. Will Gentlemates find an opening? No, denied at the near post. Still, chance for Gentlemates though. Looking for their first goal in 2 games. Not going to happen that easily.
Again, the sideways defending here from Chiefs, massive. Kaka gets another one across the goal line. Hunter slows it down just for a split second, then he speeds it up. Jory is waiting at the back. Kaka has 100 boost. There's 200 boost between the two defenders, but somehow Gentlemates get it past at least one of them. But Joris was there for the 1v1. Juicy, one more attempt. Itachi's in the center. It's still not getting to him. It is never getting to the man in the middle. And when it does, it's either charged down or the shot is saved.
Yeah, a little 1-for-2 play there is from Kaka as well. Jory is defending brilliantly. Kaka defending well in that last exchange. 51 seconds, and it's another 2-0 lead for Chiefs. This is crazy to witness. One of the biggest upsets in Rocket League history, if this can be completed. And they're going for a third. They're going to get it. It's Kaka committing aggressively. They are not happy with the 2-goal advantage. Jory is up, looking for the bump on Juicy. Kaka doesn't even need him to land it, just slots it bottom left.
It was a smart finish there from Kaka. Knew that full pace it would probably get blocked, so just took a little bit of pace off the ball. And that was much more effective, but that's a great kickoff there from Gentlemate. Seiko tries to squeeze it in, and Kaka doesn't even let him have that. I mean, Chiefs giving them nothing.
Huge defensive stand by Chiefs. When they need to put a foot in, they have every single time. They are trying to hold on to that clean sheet for the second game in a row. This is personal for Chiefs. They probably realize that at this point, the lion's share of the work is done. This is their game, but they want the perfection. They're not happy with a 3-1. And why would they be? This is fantastic from them. What a turnaround from the nervous start to game number 1. Since then, they've scored 6 goals unanswered against Gentlemates, one of the tournament favorites, and now they've got double match point.
When Seiko goes to sleep, the man has nightmares about the Chiefs coach right there, LVP, who masterminded the famous CJ win against Team Endpoint, and now perhaps is masterminding an even greater upset. And I mean, look at Gentlemates right there. That is deep in thought, Seiko.
That's something we've never seen this year on LAN. This team usually looks so relaxed. They look so comfortable. They're joking, they're laughing, they're leaning back, even in tough matches, timeouts, they're just so calm and composed. Not anymore. We have got a little bit of self-soothing there from Seiko, trying to get back in the zone, trying to lock in here, because they have really tried a few different strategies here. They've tried solo plays, team plays, they've tried to just play their style, which so far this year has looked perfect for the LAN environment. Not working against Chiefs, who have shown up with a different level than what we expected here. That save by Jory is just absolutely ridiculous. And then the free jump on Seiko. I mean, this is an MVP performance if I've ever seen one. But the whole team, it has to play brilliant. It's not just the Jory show. Yes, he's the best player on the pitch, but Kaka and Hunter, this is the best we've ever seen from each of them.
It's like he's elevated both of them to the next level. He's teaching them new strats, bringing new ideas. And mechanically, they are playing up to his level. That is the thing here. If Joreus was being amazing mechanically, the other two are performing okay, this doesn't happen. It's because Hunter and Kaka are playing beyond themselves to match him.
I mean, as well, I don't think the issue really for OCE has been it's not as much about mechanical difference. Oh, I don't even have time to talk about it.
No Joreus.
They've only got to score it again.
And there's no Joreus involved. It's Hunter getting the extra touch to Kaka. These two have been playing together for a while there. Itachi is beaten clean. 6 seconds in, Chiefs are on the cusp.
Goodness. I was about to try and explain that, you know, really for me, the problem with OCE teams this year and even last year in the Open era, it's been mental. They just cannot keep consistency. They have one great game, followed up by a disastrous game. But this is OCE's best, locked in and just consistently performing. This it reminds me of Power against Oxygen, where they can just finally play a full series to the level that they know they can. But they're not there yet. They've got to stay locked in. They have scored 7 unanswered goals against Gentlemates. I don't think any team has done that. I'd be surprised if any other team has done that this year on LAN. But Chiefs have to stay disciplined here. They can't get too excited too early. There's a long way to go.
Only 2 make it through from each group. If Chiefs knock Gentlemates to the lower bracket, suddenly things get a lot more tough for them, because even if Chiefs then go on to potentially lose against SSG, it would be a rematch for them, and Gentlemates will not come up against Chiefs again. The way things are going, they are shaken, they are shooketh. They can't even score open nets. Itachi again, not his first miss this series.
Yeah, Gentlemates clearly rattled by the situation that they're in. They were not mentally prepared for this. They came into this match thinking that they're just leagues above Chiefs and they can play at an average level. They can just play safely, wait for the goals to come to them. They did not think the Chiefs were going to come hunting for them. They did not think that they would have this much difficulty breaking down the Chiefs' defense. Well, now Hunter's faking out the last defender. Seiko collects the pieces. But they're stretching thin again. They cannot make too much of an advance before they're getting sent right back into their half. That's a great save by Itachi, but it's going to be the follow-up for Hunter. 2-0. They're all over them.
They are pummeling in to our first major winners of the season. It is shot after shot, strike after strike, upset after upset. And again, it's all three Chiefs players. The synergy that they have at this early stage of this team is unbelievable. Here comes Seiko, finally, surely they're going to score. It was an own goal, classic OCE. Australia's back, baby.
Well, Juicy got to the middle, and Seiko probably could have scored that. He hit the inside of the post, and Kaka flipped into it, sent it into the post. I think if Kaka just drove into the ball there, he probably hits the post and it bounces clear, but he tried to put it back corner and failed. Still, 1-goal lead for Chiefs in what is amounting to be, I mean, don't think I'm even exaggerating for a second here, ladies and gentlemen. This will be one of the greatest upsets in Rocket League history if Chiefs can get across the finish line here. 3 minutes to go. Finally, Gentlemates get their goal, but what on earth was that by Seiko? I mean, they don't look themselves yet. They've got so far to go if they're going to get back to their best. I mean, it's actually, with the irritable bump pass is going to cause them problems. Jarius can't get there. Seiko makes it too, and that's more like it from Gentlemates.
I was wondering how much impact that one goal would have, and it seems it has been a shot in the arm of the Gentlemates. Suddenly, Itachi is doing what Itachi does best, getting those aerial demos, making it as simple as possible for his teammates. But take nothing away from the finish from Seiko. That was not simple. Jarius was diving in, couldn't quite get there in time, despite having the 100 boost. And Chiefs, now it's your turn to have your mettle tested. From a 2-goal lead to a 0-goal lead, it seemed like your opponents could not score. Suddenly, they've reminded you that they are world-class opposition. Chiefs are going to have to come back at them.
Yeah, this is the defining moment. How will Chiefs respond to Gentlemates picking up a goal off a mistake and then creating one with an outplay? They're holding their own for now. And they've got some defending to do here. Hunter, the only player with 100 boost, Joy is going to try and keep control. Oh, he picked up 100 on spawn there. That's going to be massively helpful. Itachi dropped down past to Seiko, who almost gets it through, but Kaka sets up the post pinch clear for his teammate. As now, Chiefs somehow, once again, get the ball away from danger.
Now they are the ones on the ropes. Gentlemates keep on coming. There's a miss in the center again. Itachi thought he could get in there. Seiko's turn now onto the backboard. Jarius takes a clean touch, uses his experience to slow things down and then send it forwards. Hopefully for him, his teammates in the center will be backing him up. Here comes Kaka towards the middle. Cleared long by Juicy. Hunter has to be careful here. Backflipping towards his own goal. Jarius again pulls rank and gets it away. Down that left wing. Here's Hunter up against Seiko. Gentlemates desperate just for one more clean touch. They'll feel they can finish this one. And in game 5, the superior team surely will be able to take it. But Chiefs have been the superior team so far in this series. Flip the script on its head. They have to do it one more time now, but it's looking like Gentlemates are up and running.
I mean, it completely flips again. If Gentlemates can win this game, then you'd think that that's the opportunity missed for Chiefs. But they're still in with a chance here. It's a great chance. Oh, what a save by Juicy. Jarius hit the top corner with that ground shot. But just inside the final minute, it's a Gentlemates defensive play that keeps this one level.
Massive. Last time we saw a huge save, Jarius got the dunk after that one to make it worthless. That won't be the case again this time, because after getting that save, Gentlemates managed to take control of the ball. And that's what takes us here now. Itachi, though, is tackled by Hunter. Juicy has no boost to do too much with that ball. Kaka up against Seiko, who beats 2 of them. Jarius was up as well. There's another early teammate teething issue, and Gentlemates made the most of it.
Gentlemates 3-2. Oh, that's a heavy commit from Jarius, and he really didn't have to go there. Gentlemates weren't immediately threatening a shot on target, but he thought he could get there, and, you know, playing as he has this series, he's been right most of the time when he's thought he can get to the ball, so we'll let him off. But it's not going to change the result of this game. 20 seconds to go. Can Chiefs come back, or will we be going to game 5 for the first time today?
Joris takes a touch. He has the 100 again. To the ceiling with him. Anybody in front of him? Not this time. It doesn't matter anyway because Seiko was on him like a flash. Hunter. It's a forced pinch into the corner. Juicy's just waiting for it. Gentlemate showing the game management that's taken them to the very top. This is where they love to be. When they have the lead, they are dogged in their defensive responsibilities, but Chiefs have the ball. Kaka to the ceiling.
Oh!
It's going in, but it's saved. We will have game 5. Gentlemates have weathered the storm for now.
I mean, Gentlemates very close to simply being out of this series and into the lower bracket in the group. It took a Chiefs defensive mistake, I think, to get them back into it, really. I mean, it was a small mistake, and we'd have to take a look at the POV for Kaka to determine whether or not it was an own goal. But, you know, it's a mistake we've all made in Rocket League, where you flip into the ball as it's right next to your post in defense on the back wall, and you end up own goaling it. A lot of the time, if you just simply drive straight into the ball and don't jump at all, don't flip, you just poke it into the inside of the post and it goes clear. But yeah, like I said, we're not sure yet. We didn't get a POV on it, so it might have just been impossible to save. But I think probably the bigger mistake was that third goal. Double committing unnecessarily. That's been the biggest issue. The double commits, the heavy double commits that are occasionally popping up for Chiefs. All the way back in game 1, it cost them. Game 4, it cost them again. But I'm still so impressed with what I've seen from this this new team. And whether this is just a one-event experiment, or if they're going to try and make this into a bigger thing. I think Kaka probably did have a save there if he just roved. But yeah, I want to see more of this team. I'm so excited watching them play. I'd love to see Joyas make the trek over to OC. His big brother lives in Australia, so why not?
I mean, I feel like Jory is going for crazy double commits that lead to goals again. So just him assimilating to the OCE way of life. So respect to him for that. It does lead us to game 5, the first of the day, the first of Esports World Cup in Rocket League. The decider, Champions Field for any new viewers, is where the decider always is, and it's almost Gentlemates that take first blood. Yeah,
they got kickoff pressure there, delayed kickoff with that side aggressive cheat. I mean, they've done that a few times in this series. Just cheating up and just alongside the kickoff and trying to win it in that direction. But now here come Chiefs. Oh, it's off the post from Jorias with his redirect, and the pass was clean there for Chiefs. Gentlemates have looked nervous still, even in their comeback win there in game 4. They don't look like themselves. They look like they've been utterly rattled, but can they make a champion's response now? Juicy threatening, but misses with a tight angle double.
I mean, if they're going to play their best at any time in this series, I can't see it being in game number 5. I've got a feeling that if Gentlemates are to take it, it will have to be an almighty grind. But let's see, perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps they're just warming up throughout. Here comes Juicy. Done too much this series. I know what he's capable of mechanically and hasn't had it all his own way, nor have any of his teammates. Joris sends that one long, follows it up as well, to the ceiling with him, hoping Juicy will try and go into the center. Juicy instead goes down the line. He was forced there where Kaka was waiting. More good team play from Kaka and Joris. Now Hunter, with a teammate in the center, gets it through. In comes Joris for the shot, but it's charged down by Itachi.
Well, nice recovery by Joris there, just letting his car bounce off the back wall instead of trying to recover and losing all his momentum on his wheels. Chiefs continuing to use team play and offense in order to generate opportunities. Back pass from Seiko. Juicy's got every option in the world. Decides to go solo. He's passed one. And then flip reset into the middle is going to give Itachi a free ball. Reset from him. Loses control of it. And now Jory is just faking that he's got boost and is going to ignite it late to continue on that play. Gentlemates are really knocking at the door now, though. Saves coming in consistently for Chiefs.
Yeah, dominating the midfield, dominating the boost as well, Gentlemates. Our favourites are truly warm now. But Kaka keeps control of this ball. That's what Chiefs need to do. They have to get hold of it, and they have to keep it, even for a couple of seconds. Get some shots on target, make Gentlemates feel spooked again. They've more than done that. They've taken the lead.
Once again, in a back-and-forth game, it is Chiefs who break the deadlock. 50-50 spilled into the middle. They pounced on the second ball quicker than the two teams, and it's a pass into a finish that breaks the deadlock. Chiefs again with the lead on match point.
Joris has clean control of this one again. Oh, the double tap could have been sublime there. The unexpected second hit. There's a pass there. Oh, it's a little bit behind Hunter. I like the idea from Kaka. Not quite the execution. This is game 5, where the nerves are even more impactful. The hands are starting to sweat under those hot lights. You have to be able to deal with that at this level, and Joris lets that one roll across him, goes for the perfect pinch. Can't quite get it though.
50. Jory is just muscling his way through. Now here comes Kaka with the air dribble. He's going to continue bouncing on with the ball here as Jory is tests the crossbar's integrity from the near post. It's Chiefs just giving Gentlemates a taste of their own medicine here. Gentlemates try to clear the ball to the sides. There's a Chiefs player there every single time they do. Reset double for Jory is denied by Seiko.
Big clearance from Seiko as well, but Hunter was in the perfect position to be able to take that one and keep on going. Uses this boost to almost squeeze past Itachi. Kaka's coming in. A master of the near post pinch based on the last game where he got the own goal. Couldn't quite do it on the opposite side. Now Juicy was about to spring, but Hunter, the ball falls to him.
Not for the first time this series. Chiefs continue aggressing, continue attacking. A miss comes through from the Gentlemates in defense. Good cover of mid. As the ball spilled clear, now counter-attack threatened. Jory is deflects in middle. Itachi's there. Saved by Hunter. It's deflected very high. That's awkward for Seiko. Oh, he almost got that on target. It's now Chiefs are up against it. You know, credit to Chiefs. They've stayed aggressive. They've continued looking for follow-up chances. They know one goal might not be enough as they get closer and closer to winning the series.
Every time they get that ball back to the Gentlemates half, it is like a victory in their hearts. They have to keep it here. Hunter tries to get the block. Gets backwards to get some boost. Kaka does all sorts of good work there. Seiko again has to be speedy in his own goal line. Kaka somehow is still there, refuses to rotate out. And now it's Hunter's turn. Kaka gets in his way though. The comms have to remain on top. You cannot chuck yourself at the ball. That's what happened in the last game on Utopia. That's why they double commit. Let Gentlemates take the lead that ultimately won them the game.
I like that they pulled out of the double commit there though. They didn't just full send the double commit like they have in the past. They actually effectively communicated and left the ball for just one player who's called it the earliest of the two. Now with 35 seconds to go, we're getting very close to a Chiefs win. Gentlemates will be quite happy sitting back and defending, but will they continue to play like this if it gets closer and closer to a Chiefs win? Gentlemates disciplined for now, but they can't play like this forever. They've got to get out of defense.
Juicy's got no boost either. He can't do anything with it. We are on the cusp of one of the great upsets in Rocket League history. Itachi with Jory is in front of him. Itachi does get past him. Hunter has to get the clean pitch. It's a bit central. Seiko shoots, but it's battered away by Jory. Now Juicy's turn. There's still no boost. Nothing in the tank for Gentlemates until Itachi gets the touch. When this lands, it's all over. Chiefs take the dub. Coach LBP successful yet again against Seiko. Chiefs remain in the upper bracket. The Gentlemates have to ask some serious questions after that one.
Is it OCE or ICE? How was that for a Game 5 performance after choking the Game 4 on match point? They get it done in 5 against one of the tournament favorites, an all-time upset. And